Hello. Hello, Soulfully Aligned women. How are you doing? It is March 1st here, and I'm coming in because I am feeling a new uprising, awareness. Something is happening. And what I have really noticed lately is how much we have slipped into complacency, a lot of us. And so when I say we, I'm just kind of saying generally, this may not apply to you specifically, but what I have noticed as women, we are so willing to step down, to step aside and let other people go first and let others have the spotlight and accommodate to other people. And what I am feeling is this, like, we have to stop that. We have to start rising up. And if women are going to rise up, if this divine feminine energetics is going to take its place in the world, it is going to mean that each and every single one of us needs to do the work, needs to step up, to analyze our fears. Look at your fears. What is holding you back? There are so many situations around me where I am seeing that women are not stepping up to the opportunity. We have every excuse in the world. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I can't go. People depend on me here. I can't do this. And I see it in myself, and I think that's why it's reflecting around me, and I'm learning how to navigate this. I'm learning how to step around this and to say, no, this is my dream. This is part of my path. It's going to be scary, but I'm going to do this. So when you do start to lead in your life, and that's what we need. We need you to lead yourself. Lead yourself forward. When you do that, it's not going to be easy. Being the leader is hard. It's scary. It's unknown territory. It's stepping out on the edge and not knowing where the next step is coming. But trusting enough in yourself, in your ability, believing in your own power, in your greatness, that you can do this, you can figure it out. And it doesn't mean that it has to be figured out tomorrow. You have a lifetime ahead of you. You can take the steps now to start to figure it out. You don't have to put a time on it. We tend to do that. If I'm not successful by next year, then I'm a failure. You have a whole life to evolve and grow. And that's what this self-actualization is all about. It's about you opening, you evolving, you continually taking the next step. But if you sit back in your life, if you sit back and let others go forward first, it's not going to happen. You have to remember that this is your life and this is your opportunity to move forward, to be the leader in your own life. Do it for you. Nobody else. And that's a big one that I realized, especially over the past year, that everything I do needs to be for me first. And that is not being selfish. That is being responsible to my life. That is honoring the gift of this life that I have been brought into. I cannot stress this enough. We have to stop letting the fears put us on the sidelines. We have to be looking at those fears, becoming more aware of them and saying, what is it that's stopping me? When I had the opportunity to step up into creating this new certification program, the Soulfully Aligned Creative Mystic certification program, I stepped back. It scared the daylights out of me. I was like, what? Who am I to do this? Who am I to offer this? And in getting the support around me meant that I needed to invest a lot of money, more money than I have ever invested in myself before. And I have invested thousands of dollars. I have taken programs that are thousands of dollars. But I did it because I knew in my heart that is what I needed to do. That was my next step in growth and evolution. And what I learned along the way was I can't look for the results. I can't go, well, I invested that money, so where's the results of that money? It doesn't work that way. What I have noticed is how much stronger I have become, how much more confident in myself as a leader in my own life, how much I have navigated through the fears of like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money I have to let go of. And then it was also a commitment of taking some leaps in areas. We were going to Greece and I would have to travel there by myself. And so I actually sat down and went, okay, I am like really feeling the pull in my heart to take this program, that this is my next right step. But I'm scared to death. And it would be so easy for me to step back and go, I don't have that kind of money. And I did that for a little while. I did that. I was like, no, oh, there's no way I can find that money. There's no way. And I don't want to commit and then get in trouble and find myself, back in a situation where I was years ago when I went through my bankruptcy. That just kept coming up and coming up. I was so afraid to step forward. But my heart kept pulling me. My heart kept pulling me, and I knew it was the next right step. And I finally went, okay, so I'm using money as a reason why I shouldn't take this program. Well, what if I did have the money? What if the money came to me? Would I take it? Well, then the underlying fear came up too. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to travel to Greece by myself. Not just Greece, but travel to Athens and then take a flight to a small island by myself. I've never gone that far. And not only that, the other fear that came up was it was going to be for 2 weeks. 2 weeks away from my family. I've never been away from them for that long. So I had 3 really good reasons to back out and say no to my desire, to my dream. But I said yes. Because I knew that this was my opportunity to step up, to lead, to put my big girl panties on, to travel to Athens, to actually do it, to say, you know what? I figured this out. And I knew that it was the being away from the family part that was really going to be hard. But I just thought, you know what? I'm going to be okay. They're going to be okay. And I'm coming back home. They're not gone forever. And it was time for me to feel my independence because, you know what? I've never been alone. I left home and got married when I was 18. I met John when I was 15. We've been together ever since. And he is such a big part of me that being away from him for 2 weeks would have been like really hard. But I thought, you know what? This is my opportunity to experience being alone, being away from all the other energies, all the other influences, and to step up and be me, lead me. And this is what we need to do as women. We need to start stepping up and leading ourselves. Stop sitting on the sidelines. We have been complacent. We have slipped into complacency, and it's time for us to rise up again and start to lead the world. Because if we as women, and we've been trained to be complacent, we have been trained to step aside. Oh, hey, I see some people are here. Hello. Hi, Lynn. Oh, you're so welcome. But through all our lives, we have been trained to be quiet, to sit down, to be polite, to not take all the attention in the room. And we need to break that mold. And breaking that mold is not going to be easy. We need to do it together. This is where we are headed. If we want to take our place in the world, we need to step up, rise up, and be fearful, or fearless, I should say. Not fearful. We need to take those fears, say, I see you, I recognize you, now I'm going to set you aside because I have got this. I'm going to figure this out. The biggest fear we have is fear of disappointment, fear of taking these steps and disappointing somebody or being disappointed ourselves because it didn't turn out the way we thought it would. Well, you know what? We're okay with being disappointed. We're stronger than that. We can figure this out. If we get disappointed, we get disappointed. We're going to figure it out. We're going to move forward in the new direction. We have no idea. The whole tapestry of life, the things that are happening behind the scenes that we don't know, but depend on us moving forward and taking those steps and leading ourselves and being committed to our own life, those have a ripple effect all around us. And we may not even know exactly how it's all going to work out. When I launch a program and I jump in and I go, okay, I'm going to do this, it's always because I feel a pull from my soul that this needs to be done, that it's time. You need to do this. There's somebody else that wants you to step up. That's somebody else that needs your guidance, that needs the message in some way. And maybe, I was talking to one of my women in Soul Whispers and Creative Visions. Soul Whispers and Creative Visions was one of those ones that I was so excited about. I felt that call. I felt that need to move forward and offer it. And 2 women signed up. 2! And I was like, what? Universe, like, come on, what's going on? Okay, so 2 women signed up, and I was so like, why is this happening? But I went, you know what, that's okay, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go forward together. And what ended up happening was we changed the whole format of it. They're each getting one-on-one with me, because they're both in such different places that I turned it into one-on-one coaching, and it worked out so beautifully for both of them. And for me, because I started to realize, like, I don't know, if something I post in promoting that is what has the ripple effect on somebody else and gives them, the motivation to move forward. I don't know what's going on in the tapestry of life. I just know that I need to follow my heart. And did I feel disappointed that only 2 women signed up opposed to 12? Yes, I was. But it's okay. I figured it. I'm fine. I can get past disappointment and move forward. And I made the most beautiful connection with these 2 women. It is powerful and it is beautiful. And one is down in New Jersey, Felicia. She's this absolutely amazing powerhouse woman. She's 70 years old. And she is just on fire to move forward in her life and spread messages. And we are having a great time together. And the other is a beautiful powerhouse boss lady from this area where I live. And she's younger and she has a whole different mission. And we are so connected. And I'm so excited to be with them. So it all worked out. We just don't know. We have to follow our heart. We have to follow what our soul is telling us we need to lead, to move forward, to be the leader in our own life without letting the fears step in, without letting them control you. Are you going to let some other force control your life, or are you going to lead it? That's the message. And I am just so fired up for this, for all of us. So, you know, it's you feel so much more alive and awake when you step forward and you go, okay, enough of this sitting on the sidelines and waiting for permission. Who's going to give you permission? Nobody is going to give you permission. It is time for you to give yourself permission to step forward, to lead, to do what it is that you want to do, to be the leader, even if it's just the leader in your own life or the leader for another group of women. And that's what we need. We need more women stepping up and leading the way to gather us together. That is so, that is what my passion is, to train so many more women to be soulfully aligned, to gather groups together all over the world. I see us all like these lamps all over the world, all over North America, lighting up, creating circles of women, creative circles, powerhouse circles, where we create these energy vortexes that not only heal ourselves and the people in the circle, but also the earth, and we hold space for the world to navigate through the chaos. We need to get stronger. We need to be the leaders. So I am urging you to take the course, take the program, take the trip, whatever it is that's coming up in your life, that's being offered to you so that you can move forward. Do it. If it's the pull in your heart, if you are feeling that flutter of excitement, and you think, oh my gosh, that would be so awesome. Oh, but I couldn't do that. Question yourself, why not? What if I could? What if I could? Imagine the story I could tell at the end of my life when I actually stepped out of these fears and started to really live life and started to lead my life. Imagine the ripple effect. Yeah, there's going to be people around you that are uncomfortable, that don't like it, that fight back, push back. But you know what? It's going to open doors for them too. Stay the course. Lead for you. Do it for you. The more self-actualized you become, I believe that's where the abundance is. So if you're using the excuse of like, oh, I can't do that, it's too much money, I don't have enough money, I can't do this, I can't do that because I don't have enough money. That was me for years and years and years. That was my excuse. I would just work because I didn't have enough money to do anything else. But the more you become aware, self-aware, self-actualized is more the word. You go beyond awareness in actualization. You go beyond awareness into a higher purpose, into a higher frequency, into the understanding of your greatness and your power within you. You go into that, and that's where the abundance is. And the money comes, like it just comes from somewhere. You figure it out, right? So connect with other women, circle up. That's why I'm having the circles in March, and it's only $35. Like, my gosh, it's minimal. So circle up, come and join us in March. Let go of the excuses. You need support. You need a circle, because you could get fired up from this video today, and then tomorrow you're feeling the doubts come back again. You need your support system around you. So set it up. And there's one I'm offering. Or find another one. It's okay. Get your support system around you. And then make sure that you don't try to shove the fears down, but you bring them up into the light and you look at them and you go, what's stopping me? If I say I don't have time, is that really the fear? Like, am I using time as my excuse? Or is there some underlying fear? Circling up with other women is also takes courage, because we come into a space where there's vulnerability, that we actually find our voice. We actually have to speak. Oh, really? I don't want to do that. Or that, we have to hear other women's stories, listen, and that can be hard. But what we gain from it is worth every moment. So that's my message for you today. I missed morning meditation because at 7 o'clock I was doing a training session with Ellie because she was being crazy, and she settles down when I train her. She's very attentive. She loves learning. That's really good. And then at 7:15 she had the zoomies and was tearing around the living room. I'm like, how am I going to go on and do a meditation with everyone at 7:17? That's just not going to work. So we will try each day. We have to be flexible with puppy schedule, but the one thing we know about puppies is that they grow quickly, and they do fall into your routines eventually. So I love you guys. I hope that this resonated with you. And if you want to come join us for Soulfully Aligned Circles, just reach out. There's 10 spots left, and I'm excited to bring that to you through March. Look at this fire we have. This is what we're going into March with, and I'm excited about it. So have a beautiful day, and I will see you later. I hope the audio wasn't too bad and you didn't miss too much there, but the replay will be up here. So bye for now. Remember, you got this. Disappointment, you can handle it. You've been disappointed many times in your life. Let's start leading our lives forward. Bye.